Hello, Hawks. It's Coach Doug coming to you again, giving you a little bit more of some training as we're stuck inside. One thing I wanted to talk about today was basically to go through the tactics of soccer. It's something that a lot of people don't get to, and we're going to use this opportunity to talk about what we think that each position should be doing. And I'm going to be going through a series, go through each position, and kind of give you some of the ideas of what we expect from each player in that position. And we're going to start out with the goalie, the goalkeeper, everyone's favorite. Yeah, that's position number one. And the first question that I always ask goalies is what do you think is the most important part of a goalie? And some people say their hands, and then some people say it's their feet, and some people say it's their mouth. And I got the answer from Michelle Dalton of the Red Stars one time when she was at one of our banquets, and she said the most important thing that a goalie has is her mind. And that's true. The goalies have to always be thinking out there. They see the entire field, and they're really the coach on the field. And if you're going to play goalkeeper, you better start developing those leadership qualities, because you can't really be a very good and effective goalkeeper unless you really know how to use your mind. And that mind comes up in a lot of different things. One is you always have to be paying attention. Sometimes that ball is on the other end, and if you're not paying attention, I've seen goals go in where the goalies weren't paying attention. It happens even in the Premier League sometimes. And so you always have to be paying attention. And the second thing you have to always do is you can never give up on a shot, or sometimes there'll be a shot and it'll hit the crossbar, and if a goalie gives up or a rebound, once that ball is hit, you just got to keep fighting and you keep trying to get after every ball. And so if you stay in the game as a goalkeeper, you're going to be a much better goalie. The thing that you also need to do when you're using your mind is you have to use your mouth. You have to communicate with your players. The specific call you have to learn is keeper, which is my ball. And you have to be very loud and very forceful about it. Many soccer coaches can count numerous occasions in which a ball has ended up in the back of the net because of a poor communication from the keeper. And that's something you just need to learn to do. You need to protect your goal, and you need to protect yourself. And the way you do that is you shout keeper as loud as possible. It knows your defenders know that you're taking it. The other thing you need to say is either away. If you're going to direct your defender to get the ball out of here, just say away, get away. And you also need to worry about marking players. You can see who's open. And I think when you're doing that, you don't want to be just mark them, get on somebody. You need to be really specific. Hey, Mary, number three, get number three. Joe, front post. You need to be very specific on where you position your players, because if you are a good goalie, you position your players so you don't get shot on. That is the sign of a good goalie who just does not have a lot of scary chances that come at him. One of the things you also need to do as a goalkeeper is to properly learn how to form a wall. And I'm going to use this to demonstrate real quickly what we want to do with a wall. So if the ball is right here, the goalie needs to be able to form a wall to defend against that. What she does is goes to the edge of the post and lines that player up so that that ball cannot be going into the front post. These players come in line, and the goalkeeper will go to the other side of the post. She'll take out that side of the goal. Okay? Another thing about positioning that I'd like to talk to you about is that lots of times goalkeepers get stuck in their goal like this. They'll be there and the ball may be way down here. We don't want you stuck in your goal like that. We want you to come out. Why do we want to do that? Because if the ball's down there and someone hits a long ball, you can come away and kick it away. If you're stuck down here, you're going to get yourself in a one-on-one situation, and we want to avoid that. Here's a good rule of thumb for all your goalies. If the ball is in their third, you're the top of the circle. Okay? If the ball's between the two circles, you're in the penalty area, your box. If the ball is coming back over this side, you're in your goalie box, your 6-yard box. So that's what you want to know about positioning, okay? Now, everyone always asks when they're a goalkeeper, what do I do about breakaways? When do I come out? And how should I come out? And really, that's not the question. The question is, how should you come out? And what you do is you have to come out decisively. And what you're trying to do on a breakaway is you're trying to force the other player to make a mistake. And then when you see that mistake, you're going to pounce on it. But you're going to force them to react. If you stay in your goal and you watch this person come down like this, you're going to be picking the ball out of the back of your net almost every time, right? Because it's a big goal. But what you want to do is you want to come out and you want to take out the angle and look for that mistake and look for that mistake to kick the ball away or to dive on it. The biggest mistake I see with goalies when they do this is they get stuck. They come out and then they're in kind of no man's land, okay? So you're either coming out on this player, and looking for that mistake and pouncing on it, and you got to just commit to it. You can't be in the middle. So that's kind of that with that breakaways. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about in terms of tactics is basically becoming an offensive player. What we want to do, and we see most people do this, most goalies, when they get the ball, what do? They punt it, okay? And they just punt it. And what happens when that ball gets punted? It basically is just like in American football. The ball goes about 20, 30 yards away from you and comes right to the other team. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. What we want to do is we want to use our outside backs, if we can, our 2s and our 3s. As soon as the goalie gets the ball, our 2s and 3s are going to want to be sprinting out to the outsides like this for a ball to be played here. For a ball to be played here or a ball to be played there. Okay, see that? That's where we would like to have that ball played to. Now, if we're going to have to throw it or we're going to have to kick it, this is the last thing I want our goalies to know about. If once that ball gets sent out, these players need to come up. If not, that ball is definitely coming right back at you. So those are the things that we want to talk to you about being a goalie. Obviously, you got to learn the fundamentals of using your big W. We got to know when to dive. We got to know lots of different things. But in terms of tactics, those are the things you need to understand. We hope you like this video. Next time, we're going to start talking about our outside backs.